How's it going, everybody? I, of course, am Dr. Delay, and we've got some more basketball for you as Illinois takes on Houston. We just had a great game between Iowa and Nebraska. Hopefully, we get the same one here with the second and final game of the day. Appreciate you guys again for tuning in. Hopefully, again, it's a good one. As number 3, Illinois, again, they're 26-8. Take on number 2, Houston, 30-6. Illinois, of course, beat Penn 105-70 in the first round. VCU 76-55. Houston beat Idaho 78-47, and Texas A&M. I have terrible handwriting, but I think that's 88-57. I honestly don't recall. I covered the game. It was a blowout. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Good to see Arizona, Drago, Ricky, Atlanta, DJ. Appreciate you guys all for tuning in. Hopefully, again, it's a good one. Good to see Anthony, Don, Trisk, all you guys. Hopefully, again, this is a fantastic one. Illinois wearing orange. Houston going to be in white. Illinois can light it up, but Houston can play really good defense. So that's really going to be the story for this one. So, again, who will emerge victorious? Will it be the offense, the high-powered Illinois offense from the Big Ten, or the crushing defense from the Big 12? Tip-off is underway, and it's won by Houston, going left to right. As here we go. This is Flemings. Flemings hands it off here to Uzan. Uzan back in the corner to Senok for 3. That's going to be off the mark. Rebounded by Illinois. All right, this is Wagler on the far side here for Illinois. The Fighting Illini going right to left. Wagler with it as he floats it over to Boswell. Boswell floats it over to Merkovich. Merkovich back over to Wagler. On the far side, back to Boswell at the logo. Driving inside in the lane. He puts it up high off the glass. Can't get it, but they do get the tip in. That one was by Ivisic. So I do apologize. Haven't covered Illinois before. We'll do my best to get their names locked up here. As Houston with it on the near side. This is Flemings. Flemings driving in the lane, looking around as he passes to Senok for a floater. That's going to be too strong. And it's going to be a reach-in by Tungler. And Tungler picking up the first foul of the game. 19:01 left to go here in the first. Again, just getting started. And appreciate you for tuning back in, Drago. Good to see you. Appreciate you, Dwight, for tuning back in. Arizona Wildcats. Yep, we'll be keeping up with that one during commercial breaks. Here is Illinois. This is Wagler. Wagler back over to Ivisic. Back to Wagler. Wagler looking for a teammate. And he finds one in the form of Davis. Davis back to Wagler. Wagler heavily guarded by Houston. Again, the good defense as he drives to the basket and can't get the friendly roll. As it's recovered, then rebounded by Houston. Here is Flemings driving inside in the lane. Floater is going to be too short. Rebounded by Illinois. And there they go, just racing down. Here is Wagler. Wagler over here to Ivisic, who hands it off to Boswell. Driving inside, kicks it out to Davis. And he finds Wagler once again. 15 left to shoot, 18-15 left to go in the first. Heavy defense by Houston as he finds Merkovich driving inside. Floats it back to Wagler. 8 left to shoot. Wagler heavily guarded. Double teaming by the Cougars. Driving inside. 2 left to shoot. Jacks up at 2, and that's going to be off the mark. And they're going to call a shot clock violation. Again, that defense, very, very good. Kind of smothering Illinois. But, of course, Illinois with the early lead. Again, 2-0. Let's see here. How's it going, Marriott? Appreciate you for tuning in. Get her done, Illini. Appreciate you, man. So far, looking good. But, again, we are early. And this one, Leo pulling for Illinois. Ricky pulling for Illinois. All right, we're back in action. Here's Tungler for Houston. As he comes from the near side again, going left to right. Hands it off to Uzan. Uzan in the lane, fading back out. He jacks up a 3, and that's going to be too strong. Rebounded by Illinois. As this is Boswell on the near side again, going right to left as he floats it over to Ivisic, back over to Boswell. Boswell now to Merkovich. Merkovich to Davis. Davis back over to Boswell at the logo. 10 left to shoot as he's driving inside. Now going to fade it back out to Wagler. 7 left to shoot. Wagler driving in the lane. He puts it up and can't get the friendly roll. Can't get the tip in. Get the rebound. Puts it up again. Can't get it. Rebounded by Houston. And here come the Cougars yet again. Here's Flemings driving inside in the lane. He puts it up. Can't get the friendly roll as Illinois with the rebound yet again. Going right to left. Here is Boswell. Puts up. It's blocked at the rim. Rebounded by Houston. Low scoring affair so far in this one. 2-0. Here is Uzan on the far side going left to right. Illinois 1 for 7. Houston 0 for 5. Passes to Uzan. That's going to be, too strong. Almost rolled in as it's rebounded by Illinois. Again, going right to left. 16:33 left to go. 2-0. Not much scoring, but I'm sure that'll pick up in the near future, as this is Merkovich on the far side. Just jacks up a 3. That is too strong. Rebounded by Davis. Davis looking around, floats it over to Wagler, finding Vicious in the corner. That's going to be too strong. Rebounded by, it was last touched by Davis. Now they're going to say it was last touched by Uzan. And it's going to stay with Illinois. 2-0 again, your score, folks. Almost 4 minutes of action. We have not seen much offense. A lot of great defense, though. Great defense by Houston and Illinois, as Wagler going to be inbounding for the Fighting Illini. Just letting you know again, Illinois 1 for 9 so far in this one. Houston 0 for 6. And it looks like the referees are actually going to go ahead and check on something. They're going to take a TV timeout. So they're going to review it for a potential shot clock violation. So meanwhile, they will go to commercial break. So 2-0 again is your score. Illinois with the lead. Don't know how it'd be a shot clock violation. I don't know why in the world. There was 15 left to shoot. I don't know. That's pretty ridiculous. Regardless, Arizona leading 9-6 over Arkansas. Again, that one just beginning. Much more offense in that one. Not even close. As far as the MLB, Dodgers leading 4-2 over the Diamondbacks. The Indians and the Mariners 0-0. All right, man. The Texas-Purdue game was awesome. Pick Texas, but I like Purdue. Yep. Yeah, that was a good game. It looks like it. Again, covered the Iowa-Nebraska game. So that was where my attention was. Houston will win this, but I think it'll be tight and in the 60s. It looks like there's not going to be much offense here, as both teams have kind of a lot of hands in the faces right now. Houston with more of an intimidating defense, but Illinois with the only buckets. Again, they're 1 for 9. Houston 0 for 6. So, yeah, Illinois apparently with 11 rebounds. I don't think that's true. Is that really true? They already have 11 rebounds? Really? Oh my gosh, they already have 11 rebounds. Well, geez. All right, well, there you go. For every 2 points, they need a commercial break, and it makes sense to me, I guess so. Well, geez, we'll be here all night if that's the case. Or maybe not. Only 2 points. So 2-0 again is your score. That's, we'll see how it goes. Iowa, Nebraska was awesome. You had Iowa in that one, yeah. Now, that was a great game. And definitely need more of those games. And I even said, I don't know how this game is gonna outdo that one. Right now, it's not. But again, it's very much early. But hey, there's kind of a charm in like a, 57-55 game. Just saying, if that were to happen. There's kind of a little charm in that. Illinois will heat up here. Let's go, Illinois. Get it, fellas. Appreciate you energy for tuning back in. Again, expecting a good game, but right now, it's a close one. That's really the only positive I could say about it. As, again, the lack of offense is pretty amazing. But yeah, Houston is known for their defense. Illinois, not so much, though they have a good defensive number, only allowing 69 points a game. So that is pretty good. Illinois, though, can light it up. That is what they're known for, 85 points a game. Nebraska can go back to the cornfields. Yes, they can. They'll still be dancing. They'll still be dancing into the weekend as they await the winner of this game. I imagine Illinois would be much more of a competitive, or not competitive game, but emotional game, rivalry game there. All right, we are back. Looks like I don't really know what happened, but again, there was a bunch of nonsense about a shot clock violation. Illinois going to inbound it underneath their own basket. Inbounds it here to Merkovich. 10 left to shoot as he attempts to, and that is way off. Rebounded there by Houston. Houston now with it. This is Flemings on the near side. Flemings kicks it out here to Sharp for three. That's going to be too strong, and it's going to be whacked away, and then finally rebounded by Illinois. I'm trying to get myself back into this, folks, so I do apologize. 15:50 left to go. Here is Boswell. Boswell back over to Wagler. Wagler passes to Humrichus. Humrichus back over to Wagler. Again, 15:40 left to play in the first. Double teaming Wagler, but now they're going to back off as Wagler driving inside, looking, puts it up, and he is fouled as Wagler will go to the line for two. Table tennis, good to see you once again. You're going with the Illini. The Fighting Illini. I can't remember what. There was play-by-play with JJ. He called it something else. I can't remember what it was. It's definitely not the Illini. But anyway, Illinois at the line here again. Wagler, an 80%er as he makes the first. Again, 15:31 left to go in the first. Not much scoring, just a field goal separating these teams. Wagler at the line for his second. That one is going to roll out. Rebounded by Houston. Here is Flemings on the near side again, going left to right, trying to get their first basket. Flemings floats it over to Uzan. Uzan takes his place at the logo, again going left to right. 15-17 and counting. Uzan go to the far side as he finds Sharp. Sharp for three. That rolls in. That one's good. 3-3. We got a game. 15:05 left to go in the first. Here is Wagler on the far side as he's driving in. Kicks it back out here to Humrichus. Humrichus over to Stokovich. Stokovich back to Wagler. Wagler at the logo, looking around as he finds, again, Stokovich driving inside in the lane, puts it up, gets the friendly roll as Illinois back on top 5-3. And 14:40 left to go in the first half. Arizona, by the way, leading 16-11 over Arkansas, 13:45 left to play in that one. As Fleming's driving in, step back two is good. And maybe we're starting to heat up in this one, 5-5. Again, 14:22 and counting. Illinois with the ball as Wagler's chilling at the logo on the near side. Wagler trying to clear it out as he drives inside and he falls down. They're going to call a foul. Houston coach is wanting a word with the referee. He doesn't like it. Just a common foul, nothing, no shooting. You have a feeling the score will pick up soon? We'll see. Illinois tonight. Appreciate you again, Dwight. Chase DeLauder solo homer. The Girds up 1-0. Back in my day, we called them the Indians. But yes, they are up 1-0. Good stuff. Here's an Arkansas game is incredibly fast-paced. The opposite of this one. As Wagler finds Stokovich on the far side. Stokovich driving inside in the lane. It's poked away and stolen away by Houston. Here's Flemings racing down in the lane. Juggles the ball. Still has it somehow. Kicks it out for three. It's going to be in and out. Berger rebounded by Houston. Kicks it out again for three. That's good. And Houston taking the lead for the first time in this one. 8-5. 13:43 and counting. And the crowd is now cheering. They have something to cheer about. Here is Wagler again on the near side. Again, this is a pro-Houston crowd because, well, they're playing in Houston. Wagler spinning around as he kicks it out here to Stokovich. Stokovich driving in the lane. He puts it high off the glass. What a layup. What a shot by Stokovich as it's now 8-7. 13-19 and counting. Here is Uzan. Uzan chilling at the logo. Again, going left to right. Houston up by one end with the ball. Uzan driving in the lane. Looking around. Turning. Kicks it out. This is McCarty. McCarty back over to Sharp at the logo. Driving to the near side. Sharp looking around. And he throws it. Nice catch by Uzan. Keep it alive. 2 seconds to shoot. Jacks up at three. It's blocked. And it's going to be a shot clock violation. 12:51 left to go in the first. Again, Houston leading 8-7. Everyone remember the Pittsburgh Steelers? The Pittsburgh. I don't know about the Pittsburgh. Had to cancel your 2 streams today. Severe weather. Yeah, I heard a lot of severe weather up there in the Northeast. So you guys be careful. You guys be careful. We're just dry over here. 12:50 left to go in the first. Illinois with the ball, but Houston with the lead. As Boswell floats it over to Humrichis. Humrichis now to Ivicic. Ivicic driving inside in the lane. Hook shot is good. Nice shot by Ivicic. As Illinois taking the lead 9-8, 12:30 and counting here in the first. Here is Flemings with the ball again at the logo, going left to right, floating it over to Uzan on the far side, working his way to the near side. Pump fakes, kicks it out to Sharp. Sharp on the near side, 13 left to shoot, plenty of time. Sharp heavily guarded as he finds Uzan. 8 left to shoot. Uzan driving inside, kicks it out to Senok for 3. That's going to be too strong. Whacked away and kept away by Houston. Uzan with it beyond the arc. Shot clock, of course, resetting. 15 left to shoot. As Fleming's going to the far side, heavily guarded, driving inside. Looking around, stepping back, looking, kicks it out to Sharp. Sharp, 5 left to shoot, driving inside, step back 3. It is off the mark, rebounded by Illinois. As here is Wagler on the far side, going right to left. Wagler floats it to Boswell. Boswell pump fakes it, gives it back over to Wagler. But double team, nice defense, but good stuff by Illinois to beat it. But it's given back to Wagler. Floats it over to Ivicic. Double team. Finding Boswell. Boswell mid-range jumper. It's going to be short. Rebounded by Houston. As Houston will take it 11-19 and counting here in the first half. This is Flemings at the logo, just chilling again, going left to right. Flemings just chilling like a villain. Coming to the near side. Finding Tugler. Tugler looking for a teammate. Floats it over to Uzan, who's working his way in the lane. 7 left to shoot. Uzan to Senok as he's working his way in. And they're going to call a foul on Illinois as that was on Humrichis. Illinois coach wondering what the heck the foul is all about, but it is what it is. We're going to go to commercial break. 9-8, Illinois leading over Houston. Just keep scoring. Well, I don't know if they are scoring currently, to be honest with you. 9-8. Again, if you double the score as we're approaching the halfway point, it would be 18-16 at the half. I mean, it's 10:56, so maybe 21-18 or something like that. But yeah, not looking great for this game. But hey, you know what? It would be pretty unique. 9-8, nobody wants it. Arizona leading 21-15 over Arkansas. A lot of points going up in that one. A lot of points happening in that one for sure. In the MLB, Dodgers leading 4-2 over the Diamondbacks. Indians leading 1-0 over the Mariners. Again, thank you guys for hanging out in this one. Hopefully we got a good game here. I mean, if it's not a good game, at least it's, hopefully it's close. I mean, that's all we can really hope for. But yeah, right now it is. If you like, I don't know really what to really say, but if you like defense or a lack of offense, this is the game for you. And appreciate you, Marriott, for tuning in. Yeah, we'll see again if they can get some points. Cheating whistle happy refs. I don't know if they're whistle happy in this one. That was really hasn't been many fouls, to be honest with you. But yeah, so again, Houston shooting 21% from the field. Illinois 29%. So yeah, just not good. Houston 22% from beyond the arc. Illinois 0 for 2, which is interesting considering that Illinois, they're the higher scoring team. I just assumed that they'd be jacking up threes, but that has not been the case for the Fighting Illini. Illinois finished 4th in the conference in the Big Ten in the regular season. Again, pretty solid. Houston finishing 2nd behind Arizona. That's, of course, understandable. But yeah, both teams with very high aspirations. Houston, of course, thinking the finals. Illinois thinking, hey, why not us? Why not us? And I can see the vision. We'll see, of course, how this game plays out. But yeah, thank you guys again for hanging out since we got a long commercial break here. But yeah, hopefully again we are granted a great final game of the night. Would be nice. All right, working our way back here again. Illinois leading 9-8. There was a foul on Illinois before we went to the break. It's going to be Houston ball in the Illinois half. Houston D is too good for Illinois to score a ton. Yeah, no, they are definitely providing a lot of pressure. Of course, they are leading, which, you know, I don't think the Houston offense was expecting to get shut down as well. They only have 8 points. But, of course, they do have the ball again, 10:56 left to go. All right, Flemings with it as he floats it over here to Tugler. Tugler to Flemings. Flemings drops it but then picks it back up. And as he finds Miller. Miller at the logo. Floats it over to Flemings. Flemings working his way in. Kicks it out to Sharp. Sharp to Senok. Long two. And that is good. Houston fighting double digits. 10-9 is your score. All right, here is Boswell. Boswell floats it over to Merkovich. Merkovich now inside of Ivicic. Inside, kicks it out to Merkovich for a deep three. That is good, and it's 12-10. So 12-10 now your score as I'll straighten this one out. There we go. Don't have to touch it for the rest of the way. Here is Houston. Flemings on the far side again, going left to right. Flemings heavily guarded by Illinois. Kicks it out to Miller. Miller driving in. Spinning around now in the lane. Kicks it out to Senok. Again, a long two. That is in and out. Berger rebounded by Merkovich. Hands it off here to Stokovic. Stokovic on the near side. I guess Illinois is a foreign team as he finds Davis on the near side. Hands it off here to Stokovic. Driving inside. Kicks it out to Boswell. Boswell bounce pass over to Davis. Or pardon me, this is Ivicic. Ivicic to Stokovic. Puts it up and gets it. All right, 14-10. We got a football score, folks. 14-10. 9:27 left to go in the first. As here is Flemings at the logo. Again, going left to right. Flemings, guarded by Boswell, floats it over to Tugler. Oh, and it's almost a problem, but Tugler is able to have it. Tugler, as he's in the lane now, really nonchalant defense. That was pretty bad defense by Illinois. I don't know what happened there, but all of a sudden they gave up in mid-play. 14-12 is your score. 9 minutes and counting here in this one. Here is Boswell on the near side again, going right to left. Boswell just chilling as he has a bounce pass here to Ivicic. Back over to Boswell. Boswell at the logo again, 16 left to shoot. Boswell driving the lane, kicks it out for a corner three. That's going to be too strong. Rebounded by Davis. Now there's going to be a foul on Houston. So Davis was fouled. I can't quite see who the foul was on, but again, I can tell you it was on the Cougars. Marriott liking it. Or Marriott, I should say. Like the hotel. Don't think I'll ever stay at a Marriott ever again unless I'm loaded. I stayed at it once a long time ago as a kid. And never again, because that is expensive. Anyway, here is Illinois. Illinois with it, going right to left. Here is Ivicic. Ivicic loses the ball. It's taken away by Houston. Sharp now passes to Uzan. Uzan on the far side, going left to right. As he's driving inside, kicks it to Senok. Again, a long two. That's going to be just wide. Rebounded by Boswell. Boswell working his way, going right to left. Bounce pass over to Humrichus. Driving inside. Loses the ball again. Taken away by Tugler at Houston. Houston now within the form of Sharp on the near side. Again, going left to right. 8-10 and counting here in the first half. Low scoring affair in this one. Uzan with it at the logo. As he's looking around, bounce pass here to Tugler. Tugler in the lane. Hook shot is good. 16-12. Oh, pardon me. What am I talking about? I apologize. Houston with the score there. Now that's a brain fart. 14-14 is your score. Illinois with the ball. This is Wagler. Wagler back over to Ivicic for a long three. That's going to be too strong. Rebounded by Houston with a chance to take the lead. Here is Sharp on the near side. Kicks it out to Miller. Step back three. That's going to be just short, and, well, they're going to call a foul on Davis. So I'm not sure if we're having a TV timeout. Looks like we are. So 7:26 left to go. 14-14 is your score. How's it going, Dufferson? Dockmaster of delays. Yeah, I guess we'll go with that. Who are you rooting for? Who do you think will win? I'm a neutral party. Neutral party. I did pick Houston to win. I did pick Houston to win in my bracket. Got Houston, no doubt, to dominate. Yeah, we'll see. Right now, 54% of you guys with Houston, 46% of you guys with Illinois. So there you go. But again, thank you guys for tuning in. And sorry for that mess up there. Trying not to happen again. In the other game, Arizona leading 28-19 over Arkansas. So again, kind of a 180 here. This one a low-scoring affair. I'll try my best to keep it as energetic as I possibly can. So we'll see. 3 shots on that foul. 3 shots on the foul? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know. The ESPN the thing is whack. I can tell you that. But no, there was just I don't know. Davis found somebody. I don't know who he found. But yeah, there was. I can tell you, though, if you're looking on the ESPN thing, it is not. I don't know what it's looking at. It's not even close to what's happening. But anyway, yeah, Arizona leading 28-19 over Arkansas. So again, this one, though, 14-14 is your score. Low scoring. Very much so. I'm thinking nobody's going to score 70 points. I don't think that happens. Apparently, the over-under for the game was 141.5. Now the total has dropped to 125. Illinois shooting 33% from the field. Houston, 30%. Man. Jeez. Yeah, it's just a rough one if you like offense. Merkovich with 4 rebounds. I think he's the leader there for Illinois. Senok Jr. leading for Houston with 4 himself. Merkovich with 5 points for Illinois. Tugler with 4 points for Houston. Those are the leading scorers and rebounders for the respective teams. In the MLB, we have that going on. The Dodgers lead 4-2 over the Diamondbacks. That's in the bottom of the 7th. The Indians and the Mariners tied at 1-1. All right, we are back in action again. Illinois, Houston going at it. 14-14. Looks like we will have some a foul shot, so I guess have a 1-on-1 opportunity for Houston. But now we're showing an interview, so I don't know. This was definitely taped during commercial because they were all on the court. Now they're not. Unless they're showing a different game, because I don't know what's going on. Now I'm a little confused. Now they're not going to be shooting. I don't know. What the heck's going on? Yeah, that was really stupid. All right, they're not shooting. What the heck is that garbage? Anyway, here is Houston inside. Tugler with the hook shot. Can't get it. Rebounded by Illinois. I don't know what's going on. That was pretty wacky. Regardless, Wagler with it for Illinois, going right to left. 7-11 and counting. Wagler on the near side again, going right to left, just hanging out beyond the arc. Just jacks up a 3. That's going to be too strong, and it's going to be a foul on Houston. Sharp can't believe it. Looks like he's the guilty party. Houston coach is not happy as he is just yelling at the referee. Illinois going to be inbounding underneath their own basket. Floats it over to Merkovich. Merkovich on the far side again, going right to left. Merkovich thought about the 3. Kicks it out to Wagler. Wagler driving inside in the lane. Puts it up. Can't get it. Rebounded by Tugler, who hands it off to Uzan. Again, going left to right. Uzan driving inside. Well, now he's going to step back beyond the arc. Uzan once again inside. Kicks it to Miller. In the lane. Floater is going to be short. Rebounded by Illinois. Again, going right to left. 6:36 and counting. Wagler with it at the logo. 20 left to shoot. Still plenty left, Still plenty of time. Works it inside, and oh, what a play. Passing inside in his layup all in one motion. 16-14, Illinois leading. Kind of came out of nowhere. Uzan with it on the near side again, going left to right. Uzan floats it to Tugler. Tugler finding Sharp, who gives it back over to Uzan at the logo, 6:05 and counting. Uzan on the far side. Driving in, kicks it to Tugler. In the lane, hook shot is in and out. Berger rebounded by, well, Houston rips it away. What a play to McCautry for three. That's going to be too strong. Rebounded there by Illinois. Pardon me, it was McCarty, not McCautry. Regardless, Illinois with it. This is Boswell on the near side again, going right to left. Boswell driving in, looking, trying to find a teammate. Floats it out here to Mirkovic. He gives it right back to Boswell. 5:32 and counting. Back over to Wagler at the logo. 7 left to shoot. Wagler driving in, and there's going to be a foul on Miller as the Houston coach is losing his mind. Houston fans, not much to cheer for. They're all just chilling. Again, 16-14. These dudes are battling through despite low scoring. Wait till Illinois starts hitting threes and Wagler gets going. This is a battle. Yep. He needs to get his groove growing. We'll see. Wagler averaging 17.8 points a game. He's definitely a big piece of that Illinois offense, but nobody's playing offense tonight. Boswell with it again. 12 left to shoot. 5:20 and counting as he's just chilling. Double team. Bounce pass over here to Ivisic. Ivisic hands it off here to Stokovic. Stokovic with it in the lane. Turning, shooting, and it's good. What a shot. It's a buzzer beater technically. 18-14, 4-point game. Here is Flemings taking it from left to right. Flemings on the far side, 4:52 and counting. Flemings inside. Uzan now beyond the arc as he's driving in again. Kicks it out here to Miller for three. It's going to be short. Rebounded by Illinois. Oh, what a pass in between the guy's legs. As here is Wagler on the far side again, going right to left. Wagler chilling. 20 left to shoot. 4:31 and counting. Wagler back over to Mirkovic. Back to Wagler. Wagler finding Ivisic. Hands it off here to Stokovic for three. That's good. And Illinois leading 21-14 as Illinois pulling away just a tad bit. And that is going to result in a Houston timeout. Coach is shaking his head. We got a football score, all touchdowns. 21-14 is your score with 4:19 left to go in the first. It's a good game. Won a game. It's definitely a game for sure. Low-scoring game, but Illinois is starting to heat up. Again, Illinois known for their offense. 85 points a game. And definitely well below that average, right? But, you know, Houston, again, known for that defense, only allowing 62 points a game. But right now, the offense starting to work its magic as, again, they have a 7-point lead. And, of course, in a game like this, it's like a 20-point lead, really. Positive energy liking it. Dwight liking it. All right, Arizona 38, Arkansas 27. 5:47 left to go in the first. Man, again, a lot more points in that one. Not really much here. Cool that you're neutral here, stream, but if I had Houston winning my bracket, I'd maybe not be able to do that so well. My bracket, my best pal, wife's sister is in it. Gotcha, so maybe... Oh, no, you're good. Yeah, it's funny. You're good, man. No, man, you're all good. Appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, my bracket is shot. I'm now in the 64 percentile. So, yeah, it is what it is. But, yeah, I have Michigan winning my bracket again. I don't really have my team is Pitt. They are terrible. No, yeah, so there's really no reason to even bring that up regardless. But, yeah, I mean, if my bracket's good, great. If not, which it's already not, it's not a big deal. I'm just pulling for a good game, man. I'm just calling games, and that's what I do. That's what I do here on the channel. Come on, Illinois, keep the scoring up. They're starting to heat up a little bit for sure. Very impressed with Illinois defensive intensity. Yeah, no, for sure. Illinois not known for the defense. Their stats are good. 69 points allowed. That is really good. But that's not what they're known for. But right now they have been pretty rock solid on defense. Houston shots just aren't falling. Again, Illinois shooting 38% from the field. Houston 24%. It has been a rough showing for the Houston Cougars. the defending runner-up. Rather watch you broadcast sports. Oh, appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, Ricky. Thank you very much. I try. Again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to like and subscribe. I do apologize. I've definitely stumbled on a few words tonight. The second game, definitely, I don't know. First game tonight was good. Actually, it's my third stream of the day. I just forgot again. I covered a baseball game earlier, but more on that later. We'll promote that at halftime. But again, 21-14, touchdown game. Houston with the ball, just trying to get something going because they got nothing going. Again, 14 points at this point. Again, 4:19 left to go. That's just not ideal. Let's see here in Houston at the Toyota Center, but I'm listening to you on your earphones. Appreciate you, Stuart. You're just 2.5 hours away from me. I am on the east side of Texas, so not too far from you. Appreciate you for tuning in. All right, we're back in action here. Houston again down by 7. Here is Flemings at the logo. Kicks it out to McCarty for 3. That's going to be off the mark. Rebounded by Illinois. And here comes Wagler, taking up very slowly, kind of killing time. Kind of seeing that this game has won a low-scoring game. You want to kill the clock. Illinois just passing it. Oh, but a risky pass, and that goes out of bounds. Well, I guess they didn't listen to me, as Houston will now have it with 3:55. And, of course, we cut back to commercial. Isn't that ridiculous? Just came back from commercial break to go to commercial. 21-14, 3:55 left to go in this one. How's it going, CB? Good to see you. Appreciate you, man. Great commentary. Thank you. I don't know. I've messed up a few times. I appreciate it, though. Yeah, no, for sure. I'll be listening to the stream while another screen, watching Jamaica, New Caledonia. Yeah, I know Jamaica's playing tonight. They should do well. They should. Oh, man, Jamaica. If they don't make it, man, they I don't know if they ever will. I mean, this is all set up for them to do well. CB, if you don't mind, make sure to let me know how that's going. I'm definitely interested. Let's see if I can actually get that. If I can get some FIFA 2026. Did I just change? Okay, well, no, I didn't. Let me go ahead and see if I can add that to the ticker. I want to add that to my little ticker. Again, there's a ticker up there if you're looking for stuff here. Let's see. FIFA. Select all. All right, got it. I've added the World Cup, but it doesn't have the qualifiers. Oh, that's kind of... Oh, well. Well, the World Cup's been added. Okay. I did that, so I got that for the future. All right, what do we got here? If I was home, I'd mute the TV, listen to the doc. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. I don't know about all that, but I appreciate it. You work days, so nights for me are peaceful. There we go. We'll give all the soccer... Oh, yeah, thank you very much, CB. I'll definitely be interested in that. All right, again, in the other game right now, Arizona leading 42-29 over Arkansas. 5 minutes left to go in the first half in that one. So still plenty of time. Plenty of scoring for Arizona. They are dominating. They are dominating Arkansas. Or at least, maybe not. Again, 13-point game, but they're putting up a lot of points. Let's see here. How's it going? Kenneth, good to see you. I don't know who Clan is, but hopefully he hits it. I'm not sure who Clan is. But again, appreciate you for tuning in. But good luck to whoever he is. I don't know what to say to that, really. But yeah. But yeah, again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to like and subscribe again. Sorry about all the commercials. I don't know why they went back to commercial as soon as we got back. That was a little annoying. But anyway, looks like we are working our way back regardless. Again, 21-14. It has been a rough showing for this Houston offense. Okay, yeah, I don't think you need it. Okay, Trisky, yeah, you don't need to say that. You don't need to put that letter there. You said it with the C. Anyway, we are working our way back. All right, Uzan going to inbound it here to Flemings. Flemings crossing the logo Flemings chilling on the near side, finding Uzan. Back to Flemings. Flemings in the lane, puts it up, gets the basket. All right, 21-16 is your score. Houston down by 5 with 3:37 left to go. As he finds here, this is Merkovich for Illinois. Looking around, finding, this is Stokovic. Stokovic back to Merkovich, driving inside, pump fakes, kicks it out to Boswell, to Wagler for 3. That is good, and it's 24-16. It's an 8-point game, folks. 3:16 and counting. As Flemings with it again, going left to right. Flemings just chilling. Kicks it out here to Uzan on the far side. Bounce pass over here to McCarty. McCarty to Flemings. Flemings jacks up a 3. That's going to be short. Rebounded by Illinois as Merkovich looking around and hands it off to Wagler. It's a 3-on-4. Don't know what happened over there. Some players collided. 2:50 and counting. 20 seconds left to shoot. Wagler still with plenty of time. Wagler back over to Boswell. Boswell back to Wagler. Wagler floats it to Merkovich. Merkovich double team. Merkovich kicks it out here to Stokovic for 3. That's going to be in and out Berger as it's going to be whacked out of bounds by Merkovich, and it's going to be Houston ball. Yeah, I know it's a rough one. Appreciate you, Hammer. Thank you very much. W's in the chat for Hammer. Thank you for the gifted membership, sir. Thank you very much. Hopefully all is well. I'm assuming you're pulling for Houston. That's my guess, though. I could be wrong, but appreciate you for tuning in. All right, 8-point game. Houston down, of course, but they have the ball. Uzan with it at the logo. Again, kicks it out here to Flemings on the near side. Flemings back to Uzan. Uzan chilling. 2:20 and counting. Trying to get something going. Double team by Illinois. Trying to find something. Loses the ball. Gets it back as he's driving inside. Uzan floater is going to be short. Rebounded by Houston. Senok kicks it out to Sharp. Step back 3. It is good from way downtown. He drains it. 24-19. 5-point game, Houston. The crowd is coming alive. Slowly, but surely they are. Wagler to Merkovich. Merkovich for 3. That is off the mark. Rebounded by Senok. I don't know if that was the best shot there for Illinois. Regardless, there's going to be a foul on Boswell. Don't know what the foul is specifically, but that is only Illinois' 3rd foul. Let's see here. Watch the last minute of the Texas-Purdue game. Yeah, no, it was pretty crazy. Doc, what's your favorite toppings on a pizza? Yeah, pepperoni. Pepperoni. Are you talking about unlimited toppings? I'll get to that a little bit later. 1:40 and counting. Here is Flemings on the far side. Again, going left to right. Flemings to Senok. Senok looking around. Trying to find a teammate. Hands it off here to Uzan. 1:30 and counting. 13 left to shoot. Uzan on the near side. Finding Senok. Wide open 3. That is short and rebounded by Illinois. 1:20 and counting. Here is Boswell. Floats it over to Merkovich. Merkovich to Wagler on the far side. Finding Boswell at the logo as Boswell thought about the 3, then jacks one up anyway, and that's going to be off the mark. Yeah, that just seemed all clunky and not good. And it's going to be Houston ball. Trisk, where's your t-shirt? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question. Trisk will choose pepperoni. Yeah, again, I'll get to that at halftime, I guess. 1 minute and counting here for Houston, as here is Flemings. Flemings in the lane, trying to find something. Floater is going to be too strong, and they're going to call foul on Illinois. Looks like Merkovich did something underneath. Again, only the 4th foul for Illinois, so not really in any bonus trouble. Don't think we'll see that here in the first half. New to streams here. Gotcha. Now, yeah, appreciate you. W for donos. Anything like that, we definitely want to put W's in the chat. Definitely huge. Thank you very much. Pick as many toppings as you want. Okay, I'll answer that at half. So looks like it was a shoot. No, it was a foul on Houston. Oh, so Kevin Harlan was wrong. Okay, Merkovich at the line for a 1-and-1, and that is no good. Rebounded by Houston. 24-19, 49 seconds and counting. Here is Flemings. Flemings underneath. Hands it off to Senok, and it's tipped away. Illinois with great defense. And Wagler going to slow it down. 40 seconds and counting. About a 14-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Wagler chilling at the logo. Again, going right to left, up by 5. Wagler driving inside, puts it up, and can't get the friendly roll. Rebounded by Senok, who floats it away to Zan. And Houston will have the last shot. Again, going left to right. Here is Flemings on the far side. Just chilling. 10 seconds and counting. Defense, and looks like Illinois is going to foul. Again, that's just their 4th, so they got plenty of time. They could realistically just foul them the whole time, of course, without shooting. Spaghetti dinner. Spaghetti's always good. I prefer angel hair myself. All right, again, 8 seconds left to go. Houston going to be inbounding on the far side. Enjoyed the church group. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. Trisk will choose pepperoni, green peppers, onions with garlic powder. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. Too much. As he inbounds it here, and he's going to be fouled with 6 seconds left. Again, no shot. So don't worry about the foul here, you know, going to the line. I doubt it. I mean, that would be pretty foolish to foul. Looks like he's going to put in Davis. Davis going to check in. Humriches checks out. Houston going to end inbound here with 6 seconds left. Uzan, the inbounder, as he's looking around, finding Flemings. Flemings driving inside and is fouled again. And that's going to be the last foul. I don't know. I think that was way too soon. Don't know why they really fouled it with 4 seconds left. You want to foul with like a second left. As here's the inbound. Checks it in and puts up a 3, and it's good. 24-22. And that is how this half will end. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Illinois botched it there. That was pretty wild. Flemings making this a 2-point game at the half. 24-22, folks. What's been a very low-scoring game. Let me go ahead and actually change this to half. There we go. All right, we'll look at the stats. Not much to really talk about other than, you know, the low percentages. No one with double digits. Merkovich for Illinois, 5 points. Davis, no points. Savicic, 4 points. Wagler, 4 points. Boswell, 0 points. Humriches, 0 points. Ivicic, 2 points. And then Stokovic, 9 points. There's 2 Iviches, by the way. For Illinois. 34% free throw. Shooting from the field. Illinois 27% from beyond the arc. They're 33% at the line. Houston, this is Senok, 2 points. Tugler, 4 points. Fleming, 7 points. Uzan, 3 points. Sharp with 6 points. And that's that. No points from the bench. Houston shooting 27% from the field, 24% from beyond the arc. And, of course, they have not attempted a free throw yet. Rebounds pretty similar, 24-21 Illinois advantage. All right, in the other game, we have Arizona leading 48-35 over Arkansas. So the advantage for this game is that it's much closer, not even close. 2 points to 13, so maybe this game will be interesting. All right, let's see. Very good toppings. I disagree. Ham, Italian sausage, jalapenos, onions, pepperoni. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really, no, sorry, no onions. Jalapenos, not really. Let's see. Italian sausage, pepperoni, onions, green pepper. Yeah, again, losing me here. All right, so what I would do with so I have been trying this pizza from Pizza Hut. I haven't had it in a while. But pretty much it's simple. It's like you get so it's pan pizza, and then it's garlic parmesan sauce. It's not actually a marinara tomato sauce or whatever. And then it's cheese, and then you do your grilled chicken, and then you do bacon, and then if you have the extra money, then you put pepperoni. And of course, I'm sure you can add other stuff, right? You know, any meat really, but that has been what I've been doing, and it's really good. But if we're doing traditional pizza, then yeah, pepperoni, Italian sausage, regular sausage, hamburger, or beef, bacon, then ham, because why not, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All I need is cheese on a pizza. Real East Coasters, no. I mean, yeah, just a regular cheese pizza would be good from an authentic, good pizza spot. Yes, I would agree. It was also in the first round today, the European World Cup matches. Italy 2, Northern Ireland nothing. Denmark 4, North Macedonia 0. Poland 2, Albania, 1. Is Senok hurt? No, he is not. Senok is not hurt. It has just been a rough day for offense there, Sean. Appreciate you for tuning in. Sweden 3, Ukraine 1. Slovakia losing to Kosovo 4-3. Turkey over Romania 1-0. Chicken on pizza, that sounds foul. It's actually great. It is fantastic. Yes, I know foul is a play on, let me say the actual foul. Arizona leading 50-39 over Arkansas. So that is happening. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Yes, I know it's a low-scoring affair, but it is much appreciated. So again, if you do like what you've been listening to, make sure again to like and subscribe. So appreciate you guys again for that. Looks like, we're all good and dandy over here. Again, it is free, folks. It is free to sub to the channel. But yeah, again, also I cover a lot of the NFL. That's really where the channel is at its best. That's where I'm most knowledgeable. And, of course, we always have a lot of people in the chat for that. So, yeah, make sure to sub for football season. Again, it's not just the Steeler channel. We cover a bunch of stuff. A bunch of, again, the NFL. Cover every team, not just Steeler games. We cover everybody at least once. Did that last year. And, of course, doing a lot of baseball this year. But, of course, we're doing some March Madness because it has been pretty fun. This game, though, pretty low scoring. Buffalo chicken pizza. Depends. Wales lost to Bosnia Herzegovina 4-3. That's tough. You're new to the channel. What kind of doc are you? I'm just a guy. I'm just the doctor of football, I guess. I don't know. Doctor of football. Yeah, not really a... Yeah. I cannot comment like I want on that. Okay. This guy. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just a doc of football. I subscribe or prescribe some sports. That's all. Dr. DeLay has a doctorate in sportsology from the University of Sports. There you go. Heard it here first. 400 take it all European playoff matches. Italy at Bosnia, Poland at Sweden, Turkey, Kosovo, Czech Republic, and Denmark. So Italy's probably going to win. Gonna go with Sweden over Poland. Sweden, I guess. Pull it for Kosovo, but it's probably Turkey. And then Czech Republic over Denmark. No, Denmark over Czech Republic. Really surprised the low score. Yes, it is a low score. Very much so. It has definitely been a rough one. Both teams struggling to shoot the ball. Illinois 34% from the field. Utah. Kind of looks like Utah. Houston 27%. In the MLB, Dodgers leading 8-2 over the Diamondbacks. That is in the bottom of the 8th, and the Mariners leading 2-1 over the Indians. That is in the bottom of the 3rd. Winner of the Kosovo-Turkey match will be placed in the U.S. Yeah, that's why I want Kosovo to win. That's why I want Kosovo to win there, because Turkey would be a problem for the United States. Turkey 100% would yeah. So we need Kosovo in there because that is a much... But no, in the USA, they'll play down. They'll play down to Kosovo. Those bums. Oh, the Dodgers can't stand Cali teams. Well, that Cali team is probably going to win a lot this year. They most likely will. How do the other... Actually, I guess there's only... Well, no. Giants played yesterday. And the Angels, they beat the Astros 3-0 today. And the Phillies. Well, Phillies. You're Rangers, right? Yeah, you're Rangers, not the Astros. So Phillies beat the Rangers. You could have seen that game. I can't remember how close you are to Philly. But you probably didn't want to, so because they lost. I think Kosovo has a 40% chance of beating Turkey. They'll be slight underdogs. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I hope they can win. I don't know. Would be nice to not play Turkey. Again, I think the USA will advance regardless, but man, oh man, I really just cannot. I don't know. I just know that the USA will struggle. I guarantee you. But they did have an easy group, but I'm just telling you, they're bad. They are bad. I need a haircut. This hair is getting too long. You're an Amish country, halfway between. All right, watch the language there. I have to delete it. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Gotcha. Well, yeah, it's about 2.5 hour drive. 2.5 hour drive. Prefer the U.S. to qualify as first in the group. Yeah, no, me too. I just, like I said, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Still getting over the sting of your Longhorns losing the last play of the game tonight, but they hung in there. They did, Donald. They performed, honestly, a lot better than any one of us, could have expected. I didn't think the Longhorns would be. I didn't think they'd be in the Sweet 16. I didn't think they'd be advanced. I thought NC State would beat them. Then I thought BYU would beat them. Then I thought Gonzaga would beat them. So, yeah, I really gave them. I honestly was like, hey, look, I'm giving them a shot tonight. Of course, in the bracket, I had Purdue losing to Gonzaga at this point, in my bracket. But yeah, no, Texas, what a run. What a run there for the Longhorns. Low scoring, but still a good game. Yep. Let's see. Great first half despite low scoring. Illinois needs to keep up with the defensive intensity and keep crashing the glass. I expect another great half with Illinois pulling out a W. We'll see what happens. Result of the first Intercontinental World Playoff game that ended early evening. Bolivia over Suriname. Yeah. Bolivia, both teams are bad. Honestly, I expected Suriname to win, to be honest with you. You close to Lebanon, Lancaster? Yeah, I would know. Low scoring game favors Houston. That is true. It does. Bolivia faces Iraq on Tuesday and then in the neutral site. Interesting. I don't think Iraq's good at soccer. I don't know why they're even grant. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't like that some nations were granted a bye. Like, why? They didn't. Iraq's not good. That made no sense. Iraq is not good. Iran is good. There's certain Middle Eastern countries that are pretty decent at soccer, but not Iraq. Yeah, it made no sense. I don't know. Pulling for, I guess, Bolivia. That made no sense, though. I'm still kind of confused on that. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. This low-scoring affair that has seen a 24-22 halftime score. Bolivar faces Iraq. Bolivar, I don't even know who Bolivar is. Iraq shockingly won the Asian Cup in 07. Yeah, it was a long time ago. And even then, they were good then. They were not good. Yeah, I've seen in the future, they might divide up Asia. And I think it's a good idea. They'll divide it up from Eastern to Western Asia. Like Japan, they filed a grievance or something because like these tournaments were favoring the Middle Eastern countries because they were all being played over there. So they're like, okay, what the heck's going on? Like, why are they getting buys? Why are they hosting everything? So, yeah, I could see that. I could see in the future Asia being split up from Eastern Asia and Western Asia in qualifying. I think that'd be good because, again, Japan and South Korea are really good. And then, of course, from then on, I guess it's from China. You got to decide from China and Australia. I guess Australia would probably get it. So, I don't know. What do you think about the chance of the Lady Longhorns basketball team? I don't know. I didn't even. Let me check. Let me check the bracket. I have a women's bracket. I'm much better at the women's side, but I don't really watch. Let's see. Where's Texas? Oh, yeah. I have them going and losing to UCLA in the Final Four. But I say that they're definitely going to beat Kentucky. They most likely will beat the winner of Michigan, Louisville. Honestly, I mean, I expect all 1 seeds to go to the Final Four for sure. But yeah, I just picked UCLA over Texas. We'll see, though. I mean, they could probably win it all. Honestly, if you're a 1 seed, you're a 1 seed. In for the women, that's just it's very top dominant. It's like it's very much I don't know, the talent gap in women's college basketball is huge. Agree, low scoring favors Houston. However, I feel Illinois had a good looks, and if they start hitting the three, it's going to be wrapped potentially for sure. Winner of the Jamaica New Caledonia will face DR Congo for the World Cup. I don't know how I feel about the. Again, Africa is pretty good, but they never really perform. But either the same thing with CONCACAF, so I totally understand. I'm more okay with that, with Africa getting the bye. But I don't know. I think Jamaica should win. They have a lot of talent. Too much talent. Let's see here. You like the Amish people? Nice. Think Iraq would beat the U.S. team because the U.S. team would want... Okay. I don't even know why I read your stuff anymore. See, you wonder why I don't read your stuff, and then you say stuff like that. It's like, Trisk, what are you doing? So why don't you read my stuff? You always skip it. Well, then you're doing that. You're doing that stuff. How much time has passed since the break? Too much. I don't know why we're not playing yet, to be honest with you. Probably about 5 minutes. UConn or South Carolina is easily going to win this women's natty. We'll see. They play each other, so that's kind of a unfortunate. So you're saying the winner of that game. I got you. No one should get a free pass. I don't know. FIFA is one of the, if not the most corrupt of all the sports leagues. So, yeah, I mean, that's just the way it goes. One of the reasons why some East Asian countries like Japan want to break out from the Asian Football Confederation's perceived bias that the org has shown. Oh, 100%. That's exactly, again, like there's so much corruption, the money. I mean, that's just the way it is. The oil money speaks. And it's spoken. Obviously, Qatar, again, hosting a World Cup, which is crazy to me. And then now Saudi Arabia, I think, is hosting in a few World Cup cycles. So, yeah. I mean, it's unbelievable. Houston doesn't have a lot of scoring threats. They just play well together. Yeah. No, Houston dominated Texas A&M and, of course, played well against Idaho. I didn't watch the Idaho one. I covered the Texas A&M game. That was a blowout. That was didn't read about that. I did not. I tuned you out as soon as I saw that. I saw live. Yeah, sorry, Trisk. I just tuned you as soon as I saw. Like, oh my gosh. Trisk. Remove the R. Let's see. Iraq and DR combat buys being top 2 ranked teams. Oh, I guess okay. I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that. I still find that ridiculous that Iraq is ranked high. But I guess we'll find out. All right, so Arizona, Arkansas just went to halftime, 54-43 over there. Again, we have to be going to halftime soon. There's no way we don't. Again, Dodgers leading 8-2 over the Diamondbacks. Mariners leading the Indians 2-1. Final scores from earlier today for baseball. Again, the Brewers over the White Sox 14-2. Nationals 10, Cubs 4. Orioles 2, Twins 1. Red Sox 3, Reds 1. Red Sox 3, Reds nothing. Angels 3, Astros nothing. Tigers 8, Padres 2. Phillies 5, Rangers 3. And the Cardinals 9, Rays 7. Let's see here. And then we, of course, have... again, the Pirates shut out the Mets 35-0. That happened for sure. Don't Google it. Just trust me. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Feel like once Illinois starts knocking out threes, yeah, we'll see. Again, it'll be interesting. Have a long halftime so you can have the time. Yeah, I guess so, to chat. I guess so. The Orioles, the one. Yep. No, the Orioles not a bad team. I think they could. I think I have them going. like above 500. I mean, they're not bad. Okay, no, I don't. I have them 80 and 82, but they could be all right. All right, folks, looks like we are working our way back. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe before you depart today for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. Again, this is what I do, folks. I call games. I call games. And again, I'll be back tomorrow for more coverage of March Madness, as I'll be doing Alabama, Michigan, and then we have Iowa State and Tennessee. Sorry about the Pirates lost. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Kind of wish they would have gotten Verlander to take a couple wins away from Yankees and the Red Sox. Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused. Iraq with Iran, but I can't run anymore. Iranian team. Yeah. Anyway, it's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. So anyway, we should be working our way back very soon. Man, it's been a rough. Everyone's kind of struggling, just looking around. I guess the interest of the game has just been kind of low. Or there are other theories. Yeah. All right, well, we did have a commercial break, so it looks like we are working our way back slowly but surely. But again, appreciate you guys for hanging out, keeping me company at halftime, even if you gave me a headache or not. Trisk. I'm just kidding, Trisk. You're awesome. But, yeah, again, we should see a more of an uptick in scoring here. I find it, crazy that none of these teams would score, 50 points. I think we'll see a team crack 60. I do think that'll happen, but yeah, I guess we'll see which one. But again, thank you guys for hanging out. And again, hopefully it's a fun second half. Jamaica, nothing. New Caledonia, nothing. I'll be down to visit family for Thanksgiving. Going to the Cowboys game on Thanksgiving. Gotcha. Very nice. Very nice indeed. It's going to correct you gently. Yeah. But anyway, all right. So 34% for Illinois, 27% for Houston. That is the shooting percentage from the field. Illinois with 11 bench points, 0 for Houston. Why is Orion's belt the worst consolation? Because it's a waste of space. Ha! Pretty good. I like that. But all right, again, 24-22. I believe Illinois is going to start it off with the ball here, but I could be wrong. I guess I should have just waited to just, see. Have been good today. Positive Energy just had a banger. Yep, oh yeah. All right, Illinois, we'll start it off again, going left to right. This is Wagler on the far side. Again, a low-scoring affair here in Houston, as Illinois leads Houston 24-22. Heavy defense by Houston. Kicks it out to Davis for 3. And that's going to be blocked and short as it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Boswell. Boswell can't believe it, but the referee saying believe it. Golf clubs. Yeah, golf is too expensive. You doing Michigan tomorrow? Yes. All right, 1944 and counting. Here come the Cougars. Again, they've been trailing for pretty much the most part of this game. As here's Flemings. Flemings to Tugler. Tugler to Senok. Puts it in and... oh, there was no foul, but a lot of contact. He does tie it up 24-24. Here is Wagler at the logo, just chilling. Coming to the near side, racing to the near side. As he's trying to find a teammate. Looks like he's trying to have him cleared out as he sends it to Merkovich on the far side again, going left to right. Merkovich spinning around, hands it off to Davis on the far side. Davis to Wagler. Wagler driving inside. Long two is going to be strong and rebounded by, well, it's going to go out of bounds. And they're going to say last touch by the Fighting Illini. What a great game. It's definitely, it's a close game. I'll say that much. Say that much here. 24-24, Fleming's taking up the court again, going right to left on the near side. Fleming's just chilling. And now there's going to be a whistle. And it looks like there's a foul on Jake Davis randomly. I have no idea what he did. But, yeah. All right. Anyway. So Houston ball, regardless, going to inbound it here. 23 seconds left on the shot clock. Fleming's just chilling on the logo, finding Sharp. Sharp driving in. Step back three. It is going to be in and out. Berger rebounded by Illinois as Wagler races down on the near side, going left to right as he hands it off to Ivisic. Back over to Wagler at the logo. Wagler back to Ivisic. Back to Wagler. Wagler just chilling. And he jacks up a three, and that's good. Illinois taking a 3-point lead, 27-24. Here comes Houston, though, as Fleming's slowly but surely making his way, crossing half court again, going right to left. 18-12 and counting. Fleming's bounce pass to Tugler in the lane, puts it up, gets the basket. 27-26, 1-point game. 18 minutes and counting as Wagler making his way up the court again at the logo, guarded by Tugler. Now guarded by Flemings. Wagler calling for some help. Triple covered, finding Davis wide open. Corner three, and it's going to be off the mark. Rebounded by Sanok, but it's whacked away by Illinois. He grabs it, puts it up, and gets the buckets. Wagler with good efforts, making it a 3-point game. 29-26, 17-30 left to go in this one. Fleming's with it at the logo, coming to the near side again, going right to left. And they're going to call a foul. Foul there on Boswell. Boswell can't believe it. Boswell going to check out for a little bit. Michigan Bama's going to be the best one of the Sweet 16. I don't know. I still think Nebraska and Iowa was really good. That was the best game. So many shockers. Yeah, pretty crazy stuff. Draven pulling for Illinois. Pulling for an Iowa-Illinois game. That would be interesting. Would be very interesting indeed. All right, Houston with it again, down by 3, 17-20 and counting as he hands it off to Flemings at the logo, just kind of chilling. Now going to the far side, driving inside, and there's a foul. No shooting foul. As now Illinois with 3 fouls very quickly to begin the second half. Already 3 fouls for them. Houston, again, nothing. No fouls, of course, for them. That could be a problem later down the road. All right, Fleming's going to be inbounding here for Houston. Inbounds it to Uzan on the far side. Again, going right to left. 17:08 and counting. Uzan with it at the logo. Double team by Illinois. Illinois playing a very good defense tonight. Both teams really are as he's driving inside. Uzan floater is going to be short. Rebounded by Illinois. And, there's a lot of contact. Somebody falling down on the floor as he's driving inside of the lane. Hands it off to Davis. Off the glass. Gets the basket. And it's a 5-point game, 31-26. 16:40 and counting. Houston trailing, but with the ball. Uzan floats it over to Tugler. Tugler to Sharp. Sharp over here to Flemings. Flemings in the lane. Floater is going to be off the mark. Rebounded by Davis. Davis to Wagler. And this Houston crowd doesn't know what to do. Illinois crowd, those cheering. As here is Wagler at the logo, just kind of hanging out. Guarded there by Flemings as he sets the pick. Wagler driving the lane. Bounce pass inside, puts it up, gets the friendly roll. Good stuff by Merkovich. As it's now a 7-point game, touchdown game, 33-26. Timeout, Houston, with 6:06 left to go in the second half. Illinois crowd liking it. Let's see. Alaikum salam. Jerry, appreciate you tuning in. No idea what's going on there. Appreciate you, though, for tuning in. How do we lose a like? We're at 41. I don't know. I've been losing subs for some reason. That's just the way it goes. Actually, I'm not even kidding. Ever since the game started, I've lost. But, oh well. It is what it is. I like Arizona to win the chip this year personally, but it's very competitive. It is very competitive for sure. Illinois on a mini run. Yes, they are, Ricky. But, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. That's just, again, the way it goes, Trisk. I don't know. Being a YouTuber, a small-time YouTuber, really, really hard. Again, Arizona leading by 11 at the half, 54-43. And, of course, that is it. Can confirm the Dodgers over the Diamondbacks 8-2. Indians over the Mariners 3-2 in the top of the fifth. That's the only baseball game happening at the moment. 18 minutes, Jamaica has scored a rebound out on a free kick to lead 1-0. Good stuff, Jamaica. Houston losing this. They look pretty bad. Yeah, no, Quell, appreciate you for tuning in. Houston does not look good, but still plenty of time. Still plenty of time, of course. You just gained 1 sub. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I'm sure someone will cancel it out, but I appreciate you, man, for tuning in. Appreciate you for subbing. That's just the way it goes. Some nights you get a good one. Some streams are great. The Pirates game, I got 27 subs from it. And then the next game, which was the previous one, Nebraska, Iowa, I think I got about 20 subs. It was really nice. This game, it's just the way it goes. It's just the way it goes. But yeah, thank you very much for the sub. You're a legend, man. Appreciate your energy. Appreciate you, man. Come on, Hurston. That's how people from Houston. I've never heard that actually, and I'm not even going to lie. But and I've been there a few times. But you're probably right. I'm sure there's some people that have lived there their whole life, and that's what they say. Nebraska fans on TikTok saying the ref sold. Yeah, I'm sure you're loving it, Draven. I'm sure you're loving it. Again, the winner of this game will take on Draven's Iowa Hawkeyes. That will most likely take place on Saturday. Again, I'll be calling the Elite Eight this weekend as well, so hopefully you'll join me in that, in those games. I think it'll be fun. I'm sure we'll see a little bit more scoring. I doubt we'll see a repeat of this performance at all at any point. Good people. Oh, appreciate you. I try. Appreciate you. I try. All right, again, it's a 7-point game. 16:06 left to go in the second half. Again, it is a touchdown game as Illinois was kind of going on a little bit of a run there before Houston called a timeout. And I think they called the timeout a little bit premature as well. So I think we'll see a very quick official timeout whenever we get a chance. I think in about 2 minutes. I think at about the 14-minute mark, they're going to call another timeout. Just watch. Just watch. All right, again, we're back in action. Houston going to be inbounding here again, going right to left. Now there's a little bit of delay. Now they're going to inbound. As here is Fleming, 16:05 and counting, as he's chilling at the logo. Fleming's calling for some movement. Senek on the move. Finding, it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Good hustle by Illinois as the pass was deflected. And now we have a timeout. There it is. Okay. Wow, that was crazy. That was way quicker than I would have expected. So an official TV timeout, 33-26. I actually can't believe it. That's pretty disgusting. At least let us play a few minutes. 33-26, 15:53 left to go. Another commercial timeout. Keep going, Illinois. Well, we're going to go to commercial again. In your busted bracket redo, I have Iowa versus Iowa State in the finals. Wow. What are your picks for tomorrow night's games? What am I doing? Well, as far as the games I'm covering, I'm thinking Michigan and Iowa State. As for St. John's, Duke, pulling for St. John's, I think Duke wins, but I'm really pulling for St. John's. And the Michigan State UConn, give me Michigan State. Give me the Spartans. That is what I'm going with. Not entirely surprised Iowa's win considering Nebraska's early history. I mean, I guess, but it was still very impressive. They're ending that streak, of course. Why push for sure? What will the call be here? I don't know. I don't know if they called it just out of bounds, or I don't know if there was a foul. I don't think there was a foul. I think that was just they didn't call it and it just went out of bounds. I can't believe it. We come back, we see a pass go out of bounds, and then commercial break. That is, man, these guys and their dang commercials. I'm going to say is go Vols. Appreciate you. We good. Hey, anything's possible. I completely agree with that. But Iowa State's pretty good. But obviously, you guys have proved your worth as well. Should be a fun one. Again, I'll be on the call for it as well. So, hey, if you guys win, you can rub it in my face. That's perfectly fine. Thought UConn just sounds criminal. It does. It does. Mortal Kombat 2. I didn't see Mortal Kombat 1. Did not see it. Still commercial break. Jeez, Crazy scoring in the other game? Yeah. Complete opposite of this one. Arizona 65, Arkansas 49 as they're getting back in action. Opposite here, 33-26. Thanks, Dr. Lee. Oh, yeah, appreciate you, Dwight, for tuning in. Instead of this guy, we have used these guys. I mentioned about these. Yeah, these guys. Unbelievable. I just realized I didn't change the emote state for the Pirates bets. Unbelievable. What a bum. All right, we are back again. Maybe we get a little bit of a fluid game. Would be pretty cool. But again, Illinois up by 7 and with the ball. No, they don't. Houston with the ball. So I guess it was just good defense there by Illinois. Flemings kicks it out here to Sharp. Sharp, step back three is going to be short, and it's going to be saved by Houston. Oh, no, the referee's going to say he stepped out of bounds. Good effort, but couldn't quite make it happen. So Illinois ball, as there's a little bit of a delay. This guy. Yep. Sounds like I'm saying the sky. I promise you that's not what I'm saying. This guy. All right, inbounding here to Wagler, going left to right, 15-40 and counting here in this one. Again, Illinois up by a touchdown. Wagler with it at the logo. Looking around, bounce pass to Davis. Davis back to Wagler. As double teamed again by the Cougars. Bounce pass here to Ivisic. Underneath here to Stokovic. Kicks it out for three, and that's going to be off the mark. Rebounded by Stokovic. Stokovic driving inside. Kicks it out to Davis. Pump fake. Step back three is good. And it's a 10-point game for Illinois. And in a game like this, it really does feel like 20 or 25. Here is Uzan on the near side for Houston. They're going to call a foul on Houston. Tungler with the turnover. Don't know what he did. So an offensive foul by Tungler is going to be a turnover, Illinois ball. Again, that is not something you can do in a game like this. Points are just so rare. Here is Wagler going to the far side. Wagler double teamed. Again, the heavy defense. Davis now with it. Davis to Ivisic. Ivisic inside to Markovic, and he gets the bucket and the foul. And Illinois kind of just ramping it up here in the second half, as Markovic will go to the line, and he is a 78% free throw shooter. Big Ten flexing they are. Refs rigging this one. I don't know about all that, Yin. Markovic again looking for point number 10. Trying to make it a 13-point game. That one does not roll in. They're going to call a foul on Davis, as it's going to be Houston ball. He needs to turn it around. This game's going to be, yes, they need to turn it around now, or this game is trending in an Illinois direction. It already really is. Illinois played well. Houston has not. Illinois outscoring Houston 14-4 in the second half. Here's Flemings on the near side as he finds Senok. Senok over to Sharp on the far side, going right to left. Finding Uzan at the logo. 14:36 and counting. Heavy defense by the Fighting Illini as he drives in. Kicks it to Senok. Long two. That's going to be short. Rebounded. Oh, last touch by Illinois as it goes out of bounds. Going to remain with Houston. And again, that's what Houston needs. They need any sort of break they can. Get themselves back in it. Just a lackluster performance. 26 points through 25 minutes. 25 and a half. Just over a point a minute. Illinois making some changes as Davis and Ivisic will exit. As the bounce pass here to Tugler. Tugler floats it to Flemings. Flemings, step back three. That's going to be too strong and rebounded by, well, goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Cougars as it'll go back to Illinois. Again, a 12-point game, and a game like this is such a big deal. Senok going to check out for a little bit, and McCarty going to check in for Senok as the Houston, again, just looking for a group here that'll get something going. Illinois slowly taking the ball up the court here. Again, up by 12, 14-12 left to go as he finds Mirkovic. Mirkovic back over to Humriches, back over to Wagler. Wagler passes to Stokovic. Back over to Wagler at the logo. Wagler chilling, and they're going to call a foul on Houston. Tugler gets the call. Tugler understands that he pushed off. Coach is saying, all right, if you confess, that's fine with me. So Tugler pushes Ivisic, who pushes Sharp. So, yeah, that's a big one there. Again, 13:59 left to go. It has been a problem. Houston, we have a problem. Tugler's going to check out as Illinois with it again on the far side, going left to right. Wagler, double teamed, finding a player that is Humriches, back over to Wagler at the logo, driving inside, kicks it out to Humriches. Humriches inside of Stokovic, puts it up, and can't get the friendly roll. Ball is rebounded by Houston, and there's going to be a jump ball, which will be Houston ball. And Houston, the coaches and the players saying, hey, that's not a jump ball. He was embracing the player and the ball. I could kind of see the argument there for Houston, but they weren't granted it. They didn't get the jump ball, of course. All right, 13:33 and counting. Here is Flemings at the logo for the Cougars, trying to get something going. Finding Uzan. Uzan driving inside, looking, puts it high off the glass, can't get the friendly roll. Rebounded by Illinois. And the Houston coach is ticked. Still ticked off. Here is Wagler at the logo, chilling again, going left to right. Heavy defense again by Houston as he's trying to break free. Wagler just chilling now as Houston backs off, driving inside, in the lane, looking, and it's a travel! And it's going to go back to Houston. I think Arizona almost has more points than both of these teams. That is rough. 30 minutes pass by. Jamaica's still leading 1-0. Yeah, I haven't really had to mess with the score. It's kind of a chill game for, the score bug here. 38-26, 12-point game. Houston with the ball. Down by a lot. Here's Flemings crossing the 13-minute mark. Flemings driving inside. Loses the ball. Gets it back. Kicks it out here to Miller. Miller looking around beyond the arc. Plenty of time to shoot. He just jacks one up, and that's going to be too strong. Rebounded by Wagler. Wagler slowly making his way, just kind of chilling. As he passes here to Mirkovic on the far side. Mirkovic jacks up a three. That's good. Oh, my goodness. It's a 15-point game in a low-scoring game. That is not good for Houston. 41-26. 12-20 and counting. Here is Flemings kicking it out here to McCarty. Pump fakes, driving inside, looking around, trying to find something. A 14-0 run for Illinois in the last 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Flemings finding McCarty, driving inside, spinning around, loses the ball. It's with Wagler in Illinois. Houston is definitely struggling now. Driving inside is Wagler. Kicks it out for a deep three. That's good. Illinois is feeling themselves. 44-26. Timeout, Houston. Houston, we do indeed have a problem, as Illinois has outscored Houston 20-4 in the second half. Come on, Houston. Yin Yang not liking it. Who's only scored 4 points? Exactly. It is not looking good for the Cougars, as Illinois might be just running away with it. In the other game, Arizona leading 69-53. So both combined, yes, Illinois, Houston with 70 points. Arizona has almost outscored both these teams. Geez, by themselves. Houston is choking. I know, and the thing is, Houston, it's pretty much a home game. It's played in Houston. It's at the Toyota Center. I mean, that is just unfortunate. And, of course, we have seen a home team. I mean, Missouri played at home. They lost to Miami in the first round. So it's not, I guess, a guarantee that you're going to win. But it definitely helps. First one of 50 wins. It might be that way. I don't know. Yeah, Houston, I don't think they score 50. It's like 3 timeouts worth of bad. Yeah. Jamaica's still leading 1-0. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff for the Jamaicans. In the MLB, Indians, Mariners 3-3 in the bottom of the 5th. The Mariners threatening to score more runners on second and third with just, well, actually, no, they have 2 outs. 2 outs. Cal Raleigh at the plate. He's 0 for 1 with the walk. Illinois again a 17-0 run in the last 5 minutes, 45 seconds. That is, again, just unbelievable, as Houston's offense has pretty much stayed in the second round. It stayed in the second round against A&M. Again, they put up 88 points against the Aggies. They've only mustered up 26 in the first, 28 minutes. We're at 11:52. I mean, man. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back tomorrow for 2 games. 2 games tomorrow, as I'll be doing, let's see, we'll be doing Alabama, Michigan, and Tennessee, Iowa State. Should be fun ones. Hopefully, I see you guys there for those. So, yeah, that is pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say. Dr. Dre. I'm not Dre, but appreciate you, Steve, for tuning in. I know you're definitely, okay, what happened to YouTube? Is everything okay? Okay, YouTube just went down. So that's not good. Let's see if that was just a lag. Well, if YouTube went down, then I'm not going to... Yeah, okay, that's not good if that's true. No, YouTube's good. Okay. All right, anyway, we are back. Again, 44-26 is your score. Again, good to see you, Steve. I know you're ready for the Bills this year, as Houston inbounds the ball. 11:51 and counting, as Fleming's driving inside in the lane, hands it off to Tugler. Tugler loses the ball. It goes, oh, it's saved by Senok, and they're going to say it actually did go out of bounds. And the Houston coach is so irate, it's unbelievable. This game reminds me of old school hoops before there was a shot clock. There you go. In the friendly soccer match, France defeated Brazil 2-1. Wow, and Mbappe scored the opening goal. Nice. Here we go. Again, 18-point game. Illinois with the lead. Driving inside. Spinning. Looking. Floater is going to be too strong. Rebounded by Senok. Houston, again, needs to get something. Floats it up to Tugler. Tugler with it. Kicks it out here to Uzan for 3, and it's good. And that ends the 17-0 scoring drought that lasted about 6 minutes. 45-29, 11-11, and counting. Stokovic finding Wagler. Wagler just chilling with it at the logo. Wagler on the near side. Again, going left to right. Wagler Heavy contact by Uzan. Driving inside. Wagler loses the ball, and they're going to call a foul. Wasn't a shooting foul, so Illinois will just inbound it. Steve pulling for UConn. Appreciate you last for tuning in. Can't believe it. LOL, yep. 74 points. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, again, 44-29. Illinois going to be inbounding it underneath their own basket. Wagler looking around, trying to find a teammate, and he floats it over here to Merkovich. Driving inside is Merkovich. Kicks it out for three. It is short and rebounded by Sharp. Houston out with it, playing fast. Here's Flemings. On the far side, finding Sharp. Sharp to Uzan. Driving inside. Floater is going to be too strong, and it's going to be going out of bounds. Who touched it last? Houston touched it last. And Houston may be challenging. Referees are talking. I don't know. We'll see. Looks like they are going to change. It's going to be Houston ball. Yeah, it did go off the foot there of Ivisic. What I've been here, man. I've been here. I've been doing this, growing the channel. Here is Houston again, down by 15. Bounce pass here to Tugler. Tugler in the lane, hands it off to Senok. Floater's going to be rolling around the world, gets it in, and it's a 13-point game. Maybe not as over as we thought. Still plenty of time. Illinois, of course, up by 13. Wagler with it on the far side again, going left to right. Heavily guarded there by Sharp. Wagler finding Ivisic. Ivisic to Stokovic. Stokovic looking around in the logo. Heavy defense by Houston. Stokovic back to Wagler. 5 left to shoot. Wagler driving in, spinning around. Just step back three is going to be too strong. Rebounded by Illinois. Puts it up, and he's fouled. And it looks like Ivisic will go to the line, and he is a 74% free throw shooter. Told you this was going to happen. Illinois steps up defensively. They can beat anyone in the country. They're looking pretty good, positive. You are indeed correct. But still plenty of time left in this one. Anyways, indeed, Steve. You just messed up my dang ticket. Sorry, just plain sorry. This guy. Oh, my goodness. There's the first. That one is good. As it's back to a 2-touchdown game, 45-31. Again, 9:56 left to go in this one. Illinois with a commanding lead, but I don't know. Something tells me this game may not be over. Does make the second, as I got to crack my neck and everything. Jeez, 46-31. Timeout, Illinois. As they lead by 15, 9:56 again left to go in this one. In the other game, 78-62, Arizona with a 16-point lead with 11:38 left to go in that one. How's it going, Drago? Good to see you again. It's time for another joke. What did the janitor say when he jumped out of his work closet? Supplies. I like it. I like it. It's Stoy Yakovich. How you say it? His dad was a pro on the Kings. Stoy Yakovich. Stokovich. Really? Oh, I see the J. I didn't write down a J. Oh, my bad. Stoyakovich. Stoyakovich. Again, I don't watch the NBA. Just letting you know. Appreciate you, though, Nick, for tuning in. Stoyakovich. Stoyakovich. I did not spell that right again. Wow, that's crazy. I need a Stoyakovich. All right, we'll try to work on it. If it's Stokovich, it's Stokovich. All right, it's Houston lost to you. It's not looking good. All right, we are back again. 15-point game. Here is Flemings with it on the near side again, going right to left. Flemings chilling. Bounce pass to Uzan. Uzan with it at the logo again. 9:46 and counting. He's driving in. Kicks it out here. Sharp, deep three. That's going to be short and rebounded by Illinois. And Illinois, again, will probably just slow it down yet again. Wagler with it at the logo again, going left to right. Hands it off here to Boswell. Boswell here to Merkovich. Merkovich to Ivicic. Ivicic's inside, and it's deflected away, and it's going to be somehow still with Illinois, and there's going to be a foul. There were 4 Houston players around the ball, and somehow, some way, Boswell of Illinois was able to come away with it, and of course he was fouled. Unbelievable. Not looking good if you are a Houston fan. Here is Wagler, and he just jacks up a 3. That's going to be too strong, and it's rebounded by, well, it's rebounded by Illinois. Looks like, though, it's an Illinois foul. So that was on Merkovich. How do you score only 31 points at 31 minutes as 2 seed? I don't know. I guess you're the Houston Cougars. That's how. Yeah, $300 riding on Houston. Sorry, Aiden, that is not looking good for you, but you never know. You never know. All right, again, a 15-point game. Houston with the ball. Of course, they are down. 9-11 and counting as Fleming's driving inside, looking. Kicks it out here to Sharp. Driving inside. Fade away is good. Nice shot there by Sharp. Looking pretty sharp on that one. As it's going to be a 13-point game, 46-33. And, of course, the clock will continue to run. Wagler not even picking up the ball. No one's picking it up. Wagler now going to take it up again, just kind of wasting time. Finding Merkovich. Merkovich over here to the far dive. As that was Humrichis. Humrichis over here to Boswell. Boswell looking around beyond the arc. Heavily guarded. Trying to find a teammate. Finds one. In Ivicic. Ivicic back to Wagler. 10 left to shoot. Wagler driving in, looking around. And it's going to be deflected away. There's a foul. Looks like that is on Houston. Couldn't tell you who committed the foul. That guy is a beast, yep. Stojkovic was one of the better shooters in the NBA during the early 2000s. Stojkovic. I don't know. Well, I mean, Trigo, I appreciate it. It's whatever you want to do. I don't want to force anything. Appreciate it, though. 8:20 left to go. Illinois again up by 13. Wagler with it on the far side. And there's going to be a foul by Houston. And I believe that will put them in the bonus. Houston coach can't believe it. It's like, what are you doing? Well, what are you doing? Can Houston score 45 points? Yeah, they're going to score 45. I think they will. All right, Wagler's going to go to the line. He's an 80% free throw shooter. Wagler with it at the line. Releases. That is too strong. Rebounded by Houston. Houston now with it. Driving inside. Looking around. He's looking. Kicks it out here to McCarty. McCarty to Sharp. Driving inside. Sharp. Fade away is good. Sharp kind of heating up. And maybe Houston is. It's now an 11-point game. 46-35. As Boswell going to make his way up to Stojkovic. Yeah, I don't even remember. Stojkovic. I wrote it down and it didn't even matter. Regardless, Illinois with the ball up by 11, 7:45 and counting. Here is Merkovich for Illinois. As he finds Wagler. Wagler to Stojkovic. Driving inside, puts it up, and gets the foul. Not the bucket. So he'll go to the line for 2, and he is an 82% free throw shooter. Be here for both games. Think both games will be good. Just bet at 300 on odd. On odd? You think the game will end on odd? I guess. I'm not too sure. Pronounced Stojkovic. I'm about to just say Stojkovic at this point. All right. Don't fall asleep. Well, they might be. I don't know. But again, Stojkovic. Just going to say Stoy. There is no... Yeah, I'm just going to make up. It's Stojkovic at this point. Yeah, he's going to be at the line. 82%er. Again, appreciate you, Drago. Appreciate it very much. As Arizona, again, 80 points. That is a lot of points. Meanwhile, the combined score in this one, 81. Arkansas, 62. So Arizona, again, up by 18 with 10 minutes to go in that one. All right, Stojkovic. The J's, I get the J is pronounced as a Y. I totally understand that. I'm just not even saying the Y. I'm even saying the J. I'm about to find a gun. About to just end it all tonight. If I don't go live tomorrow, you'll know why. because it's Stojakovic. All right. Anyway, hopefully your brackets are doing well, folks. I am barely surviving. As again, the only thing that looks good about it is Michigan, because the other side not looking good. Arizona's fine. I have a Final Four team, but yeah, it's not looking good. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. As we have again an 11-point game in Illinois, looking to put it away, but Houston not going away at all. They are still fighting. Total points even on right now. I'm winning. All right, good luck. Oh man, I feel like that's such a risky. It's like betting on black or red, black or red there. Oh my gosh. Oh geez, good luck. Wow, that is as 50-50 as it gets. Jeez. That's a gutsy call there. Arizona now at 81, so they've actually matched the total of this game. I wonder what, I don't know, I'd like to know. I guess I'll probably check in for a little bit on JG9's chat to see what his thoughts are on the game, of this game. It's definitely been something. Definitely been something for sure. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Feel free, of course, to chat down below. Again, I try to get to the chat as often as I can. And, again, Illinois, of course, leading by 11. They will be at the line. End of the first half, Jamaica leads No Caledonia 1-0. For those interested to watch the remainder of the game after the Houston-Illinois game, can tune in to FS1 for some soccer. Some World Cup qualifying soccer. All right, Stojakovic, going to be at the line here. 82% free throw shooter. We'll see again what he can do here. Pretty solid at the line, but of course, we've seen solid people miss as he does make it. 47-35. Houston field goal percentage, it's in the 20s. No, it's actually 30%. 30%. Appreciate you, Cade, for tuning in as he drains both. 48-35, 13-point game. 7:35 and counting. Here is Uzan on the near side. Again, going right to left. Uzan chilling at the logo. Thinking about driving in. Now he does. Bounce pass to Flemings, who drives in himself. Looking. Puts it up. Oh, hands it off to Senok. Puts it in. Oh, he can't get it. Unbelievable. It's right there. No foul, no nothing. Houston's bench can't believe it. And here comes Wagler. He's at the logo again, 7-10 and counting. Wagler on the near side going left to right. Wagler, heavy defense by Houston. Kicks it out here to Boswell. Boswell back to Wagler. Almost fumbled the ball, but could not fumble. He's too good. As pump fakes, driving inside in the lane. Puts it up, gets the basket. That was Merkovich. Making it a 15-point game. Houston needs something right now. Here is Uzan driving inside. Looking around, spinning, turning, bounce pass to Senok. Senok back over to Uzan on the far side. Drives in again, kicks it out. McCarty for three. That is good. And it's a 12-point game, 50-38. 12-point game. We'll see what Houston can do. But Illinois with it again at the logo. Here is Wagler. Wagler back over to Boswell on the far side. Back over to Wagler. 10 seconds left to shoot. Wagler back over to Merkovich. As he's driving inside, looking in the lane. They're going to call an offensive foul. And it's going to go back to Houston. I'm telling you what, this is not over. I really don't think so. Houston, though, needs to score on this possession. 100%. Jacob needs even. Oh, wow. One of you guys going to win tonight. Jeez. JR1, yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. We're going to get a 12-point game. 6 minutes left to go. As Flemings with it. Crossing half court. Again, going right to left. Hands it off to McCarty for three. That's good. McCarty heating up. And it's a 9-point game, folks. 50-41. 5:46 and counting. Illinois heavy pressure, finding Boswell's going to slow it down. Just going to slow it down at the logo. Just chilling. Going to the far side. Again, going left to right. Boswell driving in. Looking around. Hop step. Puts it up and can't get the friendly roll. And it's rebounded by Illinois. Wagler with it. Kicks it out for three. It's good. Oh, that was a tough break for Houston. As a vicious strange a three, making it back to, again, bringing it back to a 12-point game. Here's Flemings on the far side, going right to left. Flemings looking, finding Sharp, driving in, half spin, looking, fadeaway jumper is going to be short, and it's going to be punched away and recollected by Houston. Kicks it out to Uzan for three. That's off the mark. Not even close. Rebounded by Illinois. Illinois going to just chill, 4:50 and counting. As he hands it off to Boswell at the logo. Just kind of chilling again, going left to right. Boswell holding on to the ball, 4:40 and counting. This game reaching its conclusion. Illinois looking like they will play Iowa. As he finds Wagler on the far side for three. That is good. And it's 56-41. 15-point game with 4:25 and counting. Houston needs something. Here is Flemings on the near side. Again, going right to left. Flemings driving inside. Looking. Kicks it out. Uzan driving inside in the lane. He's turning. Shooting. It is too strong. Rebounded by Illinois. And they will collect it with 4:05 and counting. Finding Boswell on the far side. Going left to right. Illinois looking to kind of just clinch it at the logo. Here is Boswell just chilling. Guarded there by Sharp as he finds, this is Stojkovic. Stojkovic turning, shooting, floater is good. 58-41, 17-point game. This is not looking good for Houston. It may be over as Flemings with it on the near side, going right to left. Flemings driving in, and there's a foul. Stojkovic can't believe it. But now he accepts it. 3:27 left to go. Illinois probably punching their tickets to the Elite Eights, where they will play Iowa. One of those teams will go to the Final Four. Isn't that crazy? That's why they call it March Madness. What has 5 toes, but it isn't your foot. My foot. There we go. I like that. I like that. Very good. All right, again, in the other game, 89-72, Arizona up by 17. So there is that. And that is pretty much it. And again, in the MLB, Indians, Mariners 3-3. All of Tuesday's European World Cup playoff games will be held at 2:45. FS1, FS2 to televise. Gotcha. 2:45. Eastern or Central? I'm assuming Eastern. If that's 1:45 Central, that's kind of doable. But we'll see. No promises, though. We'll see. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. This one may be reaching the conclusion. I do appreciate you guys, again, for hanging out with me. Again, I know there's a lot of options as far as people calling the game. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully you subbed to the channel. Again, it is free to do so, folks. And of course, I'll be back tomorrow for 2 games as we'll finish out the remainder of the Sweet 16. Alabama, Michigan will be called on this channel. And then, of course, the other one will be Tennessee and Iowa State. Hopefully those games are pretty good. So again, I do appreciate you guys again for hanging out in this one. Let's see, 2:45 Eastern. Yeah, it's kind of doable. I'll have to look at it, though, CB, on Tuesday. So I think all I have scheduled or expect, I don't have anything scheduled yet, but Pirates Reds. I think that is it. But that one's at 5:40 Central. So that'd be 1:45 Central for the, yeah, that's doable. We'll see. I do need to get practice in. Anytime this year Houston played comp, they folded. Well, they played some serious competition today, for sure. Illinois proven to be too much for Houston. Houston just picked the worst day to not shoot well. Appreciate you, Jaded. Thank you very much for becoming a member That is awesome. Massive W there. Thank you very much, Jaded. Appreciate you, man. Don't think Houston can score 50 points. I don't know. They might not. I thought that was crazy to think about, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, thank you again for supporting the channel, Jade. Appreciate you, man. As we're working our way back here again, 17-point game. It is a... Yeah, that is... It is pretty much, again, all but over, obviously. Still got plenty of game, but it's looking like Houston will be eliminated in the Sweet 16. So really, again, both defending champion runner-up eliminated much earlier than expected. Many people were expecting a rematch as Fleming's at the line hits the first of the 1-1, making it a 16-point game. Kingston Fleming's only 8 points on the night, well below his average of 16 a game. Hits that one, making it a 15-point game. 58-43, 3:27 and counting. Bounce pass here to Boswell. Boswell goes out of bounds. Oh, he couldn't quite hold on to it. Wow, interesting. Maybe things heating up here in Houston. Bounce pass Boswell, maybe with the hands of the actual Chris Boswell, the kicker for the Steelers, because that was pretty atrocious. Houston now with it. Inbounding here to Sharp. Sharp here to Tugler. Tugler looking around, trying to find a teammate. Finds one in McCarty for three. That's good. McCarty is just on fire. They need to give him the ball. It's a 12-point game. This is not over. 3:13 and counting. Illinois looking around, trying to bounce pass it, and it's deflected out of bounds. And they're going to say it's off of Houston. Oh, I thought it was off of Illinois. I'm not even going to lie. That would have been pretty crazy. I don't know. I'd like to see a replay. Looks like we won't be granted one. Illinois get inbounded again. 3:08 left to go in this one. Illinois having trouble inbounding the ball. Looking around, trying to find a teammate. Bounce pass, and it goes out of bounds. Oh, but it's somehow saved by Illinois. Unbelievable. Boswell with it on the near side. What a play to keep it in bounds, and there's going to be a foul by Houston. I don't know how he saved it. That was unbelievable. But that was a huge play by Illinois, and they will now go to the line for a couple of shots. Again, Arizona leading 91-72, 7:14 left to go in that one. As it looks like Boswell go to the line. He's a 79% free throw shooter. Believe it or not, Boswell, I've said his name probably the most, or maybe the second most tonight for Illinois. No points. He has 0 points on the night for the Fighting Illini. An opportunity to get on the stat sheet as far as points. That one is good. Arizona winning the chip. We'll see. I think Michigan can do it. 59-46 is your score. Boswell with the second. That one is also good. 60-46, folks. 2-touchdown game with 3 minutes to go. It's doable. Just need the onside kick and everything. Here's Fleming's on the far side. Hands it off to Tugler underneath. Tugler kicks it out. McCarty to Sharp for three. He drains it. And it's an 11-point game, 60-49. 2:42 and counting. Illinois has got to inbound it. He does to Boswell. Boswell is still with it. Oh, he finds Wagler. Wagler over here to Stojkovic. Stojkovic back to Humrichis. Stojkovic looking around. He's at the logo. 2:27 and counting. 11-point game. Illinois just chilling. Bounce pass to Wagler. Wagler over here to Visic. Oh, and he turns it over. But it was tipped. They're going to say it was tipped away. 5 seconds left. Wagler driving inside, spinning in the lane, puts it up, can't get it. Rebounded by Illinois. That's a killer. Boswell now with it at the logo. 15 left to shoot as he passes to Stojkovic on the near side. Stojkovic to Wagler. Back to Stojkovic. Stojkovic in the lane, falling down, puts it up, and it's taken away by Houston. Houston racing down to Flemings. Step back, kicks it out here to Uzan. Back to Flemings. Flemings for three. That is short. Oh, but it somehow goes in. It was short, went right up in the air, and lands in. 60-51. They're going to call it two, but they're going to review it. Oh, his foot is just so close. It landed short, went right up in the air, and somehow landed in. I think this is going to be a 2. Pardon the score. It's 60-51. Unbelievable. Pull up your bracket. I had him in the Final Four. Yeah, me too. Philly Tressler City winners. Yeah. I know. Sorry. So it is a 2, 60-51. Pardon my scoreboard there, malfunctioning. Don't know what happened. I would never do something like that. Oh, his foot just barely on the line. Regardless, 9-point game. Haven't seen this close of a margin in a while. As the Houston coach trying to rally his troops. Again, it's been a rough day for Houston, but they're coming alive as of late. Maybe it's garbage time, but I don't know. Call him Dak Prescott all you want, but they are making some noise here late. All right, again, 60-51. Illinois will have the ball with under 2 minutes. Yes, no, I'm sorry. Fat-fingered. All right, again, a 10-2 run for Houston in the last 2 minutes. Inbounding here to Boswell. Boswell is contacted and fouled. And Boswell will go to the line for some free throws. Boswell, 79%er. Arizona up by 21, 6:53 and counting. Houston showed up too late. They may have. It may have doomed them. They could not get any points. I believe it's a 1-1. So again, he's got to make the first. Boswell shoots. That one's no good. So no, it's just 2 shots. So my apologies there. So that was, again, that's kind of a big deal. You got to make one of these to make it a 4-bucket game. If you don't, it's still a 3-bucket game. Boswell releases that short and rebounded by Houston. Houston with a chance. Flemings down the far side, finding Sharp. Sharp driving in, puts it up, gets the basket. Unbelievable. It's a 7-point game, folks. Unbelievable. Illinois, they are struggling. Inbounding here to Boswell, finding Stojkovic. Stojkovic on the far side, driving in. Now going to settle down, finding Wangler, finding Boswell. 7-point game, 1:15 and counting here in this one, and they're going to foul Boswell, and he will go to the line as Sharp will go ahead and foul. That is his 4th. It is not over in Houston. Unbelievable. Man, oh man, I can't believe this. This is pretty crazy. Boswell at the line as he misses the first. Illinois can't make a shot. They may be struggling. Wow, unbelievable. What a turn of events of what's happening in Houston. Boswell with the second. That one does indeed fall. So it's an 8-point game, 61-53, still in Illinois' favor, but of course Houston with all the momentum. Here's Flemings, kicks it out to McCarty, pump fakes for 3, it's short, rebounded by Illinois, floats it to Boswell. Boswell is going to make his way up, and he is fouled. And that was kind of a killer. You needed that. You needed to get a bucket. Really thought Houston would handle business tonight, or at least bring it to 2.5 points. They responded, yeah. Boswell yelling at himself, swearing at himself, trying to hype himself up to make these buckets. If he makes both of these, I would say it is indeed over. But Boswell has struggled to line 3 for 6 of the night. Again, a 79%er. As Boswell releases, that one is indeed good, making it a 9-point game. That's game, yeah, probably. Again, Boswell at the line. He has again struggled, looking to make both. There's the second. That one doesn't fall. 9-point game. Flemings on the near side. Passes back to McCarty. McCarty to Sharp. Sharp with it. Looking. And, oh, it's blocked! And it goes out of bounds. It'll, of course, remain with Houston. But great defense there by Merkovich. Just slamming it out of bounds. Sharp was trying to draw the foul, but no, instead he got blocked. Here's Sharp. Sharp driving in, looking around, puts it up, and gets the basket. As it's back to a 7-point game, 62-55. Timeout, Houston. As the coach is ripping Sharp for something. But again, a 7-point game with 42 seconds left. Probably again Illinois, but you never know, folks. Should have gone for the 2. That's what I was thinking. You just needed a basket. You didn't need a 3. Didn't need a 3. Arizona 98 to Arkansas 77. Arizona just really, really good. Really, really good. 50 minutes. Jamaica still leading 1-0. Sharp not dull tonight. Yeah. Big indeed. Big 10. Appreciate you, Mr. Green, for tuning in. Well, let's see. Have they shot a free throw yet? How is it possible not shoot a free throw? Talking about Houston? Houston is 2 for 2 at the line. That is pretty crazy. That is actually pretty crazy there. Appreciate you, Bobby, for tuning in. Didn't even notice, to be honest with you. But yeah, no, in the first half, Illinois didn't get to the bonus. And the second one, I think they're right at 7 fouls or something like that. Yeah, that is pretty crazy there, Bobby. Make foul shots, missing a lot of free throws. Yep. Arizona's playing a team that I predicted to be in the final. They are looking pretty good. Turned out to be a better game than I thought. Yeah, honestly, pretty good game. Pretty good game, though it looks like Houston's rally will be a little bit short. Price looks good today. Shame DraftKings made Skeens throw that away on opening day. Yeah, I know, right? Thinking it may have happened. May have had the book. Inbounding here to Illinois. Illinois loses the ball. What are they going to say? They're going to say it's inbound of the ball. Boswell to Wagler. Oh, and I think it went off of Tugler's foot. Oh, man, they're going to look at it. They are going to look at it. This is a close call. I think it went off Tugler's foot. It's going to be Illinois ball. Dennis lowest on record ever. Really? Oh, down. Did Wagler touch it, though? That's the thing. So it clearly went off Tugler's foot, but did Wagler touch it? Looks like they will review that, and I, of course, will just have to chill even more. Skeens was ratted by... Yeah, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that there yet. All right, Arizona leading 104-79 over Arkansas. Man, oh man, that is pretty crazy. Again, we have some drama here in Houston. Looked like Illinois was going to blow them out, but Houston has indeed rallied back. And we'll see again what this call is. It's going to be a big call. If it's Houston ball, they definitely have a chance. Illinois ball, you have to imagine they'll go to the line. Tugler clearly off his foot. Did Wagler touch it, though? I don't think so. I think it's going to be Illinois ball, if I were a betting man. Arizona looks really good tonight. Arkansas is going to score 90 and lose. They play at that. Number one, or no one will beat them. Yeah, they're pretty good. I still have Michigan going to the final, so Michigan, Arizona, most likely the final four matchup. But we'll see, because Michigan, of course, has to play Alabama. And then, of course, they have to wait the winner of Tennessee and Iowa State, which I do think they would be winning that one. That would seem right. Ball went off Houston. It's going to be Illinois ball with 41 seconds left. It's a little too late. Yep. Need a UConn upset tomorrow. We'll see. He predicted UConn to face Duke. Oh, wow. All right, Illinois going to inbound it here, trying to find Wagler. Can't find anybody. Bounce pass, and it's connected with Boswell. Looks like Houston fouls. And Boswell, again, will go to the line. 79% free throw shooter. That seems to be their goal, is to try to get Boswell at the line, because he has struggled at the line tonight. Scoring Illinois and put this game away. Yep. Well, I mean, regardless, if he makes both, it would still be a 3-basket game. But definitely would help. Too late, Luthor. Too late. All right, so it looks like we should be back in action. I don't know. We're just taking our time here as Tugler and everyone just kind of flipping, flopping locations there on the foul line. Boswell again at the line to shoot a couple. He makes the first, 63-55. This game, again, ended up with more points than I think we expected based on that first half. 24-22 was the score at the half. It was pretty low scoring. Boswell at the second. That one is good. 9-point game, 40 seconds to go as Uzan inbounds it here to Sharp. Sharp with it at the logo, looking around, hands it off to Flemings. Flemings finding Sharp for three, and that's going to be just short and rebounded by, well, it goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Cougars. Houston's still going to play some defense. 30 seconds to go as Stojakovic looking around, trying to inbound it. Bounce pass to Boswell. Boswell saves it, hands it to Wagler. Wagler with it, spinning around, trying to avoid contact, and is fouled. And will go to the line. If he makes one, this is probably over. Too Little Too Late is a song by 06. Oh, really? I didn't even know that. Scene from Superman 2. I never watched the full Superman. Feel free to hate on me in the comment section about that. Again, if he makes one, this game is over. Wagler, a 80% free throw shooter. Only 1 for 3 at the free throw line tonight. He misses the first. Again, if he makes just one of these, this game is over. Doing the first day of the draft. Doing the first day of the draft. Wagler at the line for the clincher. That is the dagger. 65-55. Houston now with his Flemings. Flemings at the logo. Finding Sharp. Sharp looking around. Finding Miller for a deep three. That is going to be off the mark. Rebounded by Wagler. And that is your ball game, folks. Illinois will take on Iowa in the Elite Eight. So congratulations to the Fighting Illini, who they looked really good tonight as the Houston Cougars upset in the Sweet 16. Flemings in tears. You have to imagine a lot of the players will be. They saw it. They saw Florida was eliminated. They thought this region was theirs for the taking, but no. The South will be represented by either Illinois or Iowa. How about that? So congratulations to Illinois. Again, 65-55. Illinois shooting 43% from the field, 34% for Houston. Again, Illinois shooting 39% from beyond the arc. Houston, 28%. Houston made both of their free throws, only 2. Illinois at 21, only made 12. Illinois really trying to throw it away at the line. All right, we'll look at the stats here. Merkovich for Illinois, 14 points. Davis, 5 points. Avicic, 9 points. Wagler, 13. Boswell, 6. Humrichis, 3 points. Avicic, 2 points. Stojakovic, 13 points. 43 rebounds for Illinois. For Houston, 6 points for Senok. Tugler with 6 points. Flemings with 11. Uzan with 6. Sharp with 17. And McCarty with 9. Again, not very good. 34 rebounds, of course. So, yeah. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure, again, if you liked what you listened to like and subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow for, again, another doubleheader. Actually, today was a triple header. Did baseball and basketball. But we'll be doing Alabama and Michigan tomorrow. And then, of course, concluding the day with Tennessee and Iowa. So, again, thank you guys for tuning in. Congratulations to those of you, of course, pulling for Illinois and that had the even. So that means that We Good did not win. He had the odd. That's tough. That is tough. Appreciate you guys again for tuning in. Thank you for the cover. Thank you, Marriott, for tuning in. Bet $100 on the under at 120. Oh, wow. Good stuff, Don. Barely. Jamaica's still leading 1-0. There you go. There you go. Oh, I'm sure they can do all right, but we'll see. Again, if you want more coverage, I can try to redirect you guys over to somebody else that's covering the game. But again, make sure to like and subscribe, folks. Again, it is free. I'll be back tomorrow for some more. Again, if you do like the NFL, make sure to sub for that, because that is really where the channel is at its best, is the NFL. Again, we cover everybody, not just the Steelers. We do 3 games every Sunday, and we all have a blast on here. But let's see. I don't even know who's available, who's up, who's still working. 2.5 minutes to go. I have no idea. Let's see. Let's do... I don't know. I don't even know. It's all a blowout anyway. Let's do Jaguar Gator. Haven't redirected to him in a while. Appreciate you guys again for hanging out. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Y'all take care. Y'all have a good night. Thank you again for tuning in as always. Again, final score. It is not Toronto, Colorado. Don't know why the heck that's even there. But Illinois 65, Houston 55. Catch you guys in the next one.